Anthony J's in the Weather Center, and let's see if Skype. I've got a feeling Skype's not going to work right this morning, but maybe it'll surprise me. Are you there, Anthony? And of course, it's not working because I have to call Anthony back. I just knew that was going to happen today because Skype does these crazy things, and it just doesn't work right all the time. So we're going to give this another shot here. Have to wait for it to restart again. My computer got an update over the weekend, and so obviously Skype decided to do what it does. Let's go here now. I'll bring them back up. Come on. There we go. We'll see what happens now. Let's see if this works. There
Hello.
he is. There he is. Hello.
Hey, Marshall, how are you?
Now, could you hear me before?
I did.
Yeah, it's funny. Every once in a while when Skype sends an update or gets a reboot, you can hear me, but I can't hear you. I have not figured that out, why it does that. And then I have to completely restart it. I just can't figure it out.
Good to know that.
But I knew it. The minute well, anyways. So, first of all, we got a nice sunny morning. A little chilly. It was like 54 degrees this morning, but we're going to have a nice day. But then some typical summertime weather tomorrow and the rest of the week with occasional showers and thunderstorms.
Yeah, something like that, Marshall. Certainly a perfect day today. The humidity's staying low. That's wonderful. And as we head into we are in summer now. The summer solstice was Friday. So it's summertime and not looking bad. And again, we do have the chance, like you mentioned, of rain. That's going to come in very late tonight. So tomorrow morning, we should have some rain out there. I think it'll feel pretty good, though. And some thunder showers as well accompanying that. And I don't think there'll be any severe weather, but we could see some locally heavy downpours at times and some lightning out there for the morning and the early afternoon. So real summery weather, nothing bad really. And then for Wednesday, Thursday, it's back to dry conditions. But we're going to turn the heat up a little bit and crank up the temperature to near 90 by probably around Thursday. And I think it's dry Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday the way it looks now. Weekend could have a few thunderstorm issues out there.
Well, it wouldn't be summer without a few of those thunderstorms coming through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So now, how was your weekend? What did you do? What did you do over the course of the weekend?
It was very nice. Saturday was out and about. Saw some friends here in New York City. And Sunday I was actually busy working much of the day. But it was really nice around here. And, the New York City can get really, when it gets humid, not such a nice place in the summer. But we're enjoying this really early summer-like weather. It's pleasant. It's nice. People are in a good mood.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, New York is New York is okay, even when it's humid. When New York is not okay is when you get those winds whipping through the town, and if you have any precipitation at all. It's just with the wind, it's twice as bad. At least when it's hot and muggy in New York. If you're not living there anyway, you can pick the side of the street to walk on that has shade from the buildings, and you can pretty much not worry about it. But boy, I'll tell you, I'm one of those people who just likes. I like warm weather, so I'll even take New York in warm weather. But you give me 50-degree weather and those winds whipping through the streets of New York. That I don't like.
Right. Yeah, I hear you there. And the winter time. Actually, I was thinking once the winter gets here of maybe moving out somewhere warmer because I'd love to just escape winter completely. Like maybe head out west. Since I can do this kind of work anywhere, so I do my broadcasting. Maybe move out to like Las Vegas or somewhere like that.
Las Vegas. I knew somebody that moved out west, out to Arizona, because they couldn't stand it, and they liked it so much in the winter they stayed there for the summer. Well, what happened to them this summer? They were sleeping in their bed at night, and they got bit by a scorpion.
Yeah, I
So,
believe that for
so you
sure.
know what? You've got and the daytime temperature at her house has been like 110 degrees outside. So she had to go out and buy Mylar to put on the windows, and that did lower the temperature inside the house to by about 15 or 20 degrees because the Mylar reflects the sunlight. But so you know what? It's six of one, half dozen of the other. You know, if you live in New England, you got to deal with snowstorms, ice storms, occasional tornadoes, and lots of thunderstorms. If you live in Arizona, you got to deal with incredibly hot heat, occasional cold weather, and scorpions. And if you
Yeah.
live in California, you have to deal with earthquakes. So,
Oh, that's scarier, I think, than the
so
little scorpions.
so what are you going to do? I mean, you know, it doesn't matter where you go. There's always something that's negative about where you're going to be. That's why if it's nice if you can afford to have two homes. One where you
Well,
want to be half of the year, the other one where you want to be the other half of the year.
yeah, that would be excuse me, the ideal situation, I think, for me.
Well, you're in the wrong business. I can tell
Well,
you
I
that.
yeah.
I can tell you that after 50 years in the business that I'm in, I can't afford two homes, and you're in the same type of business. So
Mm.
unless you find a very nice, wealthy person to hook up with, I don't think it's in the cards for you to own two homes.
Yeah, but I like the idea of going out west. It's very nice. It's open and it's peaceful, I think.
Well, so you might be you might be the Wild West forecaster. Yeah, who knows? I mean, so you like California then?
I do. Yeah, yeah. Many places out there. Yeah,
Well,
maybe like Palm Springs.
well,
You know,
who
smaller
wouldn't like
cities.
Palm Springs? Now, how are you going to afford to live in Palm Springs?
Well, I live in New York City. I mean, it's
No,
and
no,
people
no, no,
say
no,
it's
no, no.
expensive elsewhere, but here it's about as bad as anywhere.
I'm telling you right now, you you ain't seen nothing yet till you try to find a rent in Palm Springs. I mean, what do you pay for rent now where you
Yeah.
are?
Well, I'm pretty lucky because I
Yeah.
have a rent control
There
building.
you go. I mean,
So,
there's no such. The only control and rent control out in Palm Springs are the people that own the houses.
oh yeah, but it's beautiful out there.
It is.
It's
It's gorgeous. Palm Springs, San Diego, beautiful places to go to. Just like in Florida, it's nice to go down to South Beach, that area, and stuff like that. But like I said, it's not always easy to find a place to live. Hey, we're out of time. I'll speak to you
yes.
next weekend.
We will. Yes, correct, Marshall.
All right. Take care.
Have a great one.
Bye bye. That is Anthony J. in the Weather Center this morning here on Robin Hood Radio.